And what I mean by when I say he validated my brokenness, he showed me when you weren't honest, you were in the dark. And the enemy loves secrets. He gets bigger in the dark if you didn't know. If the lights are off and the doors are closed, what do you see all around you? Darkness. That's what the enemy was. He was darkness all around me. My room was closed, all the windows, the blinds were down, and the lights were off. And all God needed to do, all he needed me to do was open the door and let some light shine in just a little bit. And then I could see when temptation was walking past my door. That was a spirit. The spirit was the light. All he needed me to do was let the spirit in. Open the door. Be honest. So I thank Dr. Price for that. And I was willing to put myself at his mercy. If he's the man in the house, I was willing to say, you know what, Doc? I'm going to out myself when I speak at the men's fellowship. And let the chips fall where they may. If the next time he comes, he says, y'all heard your testimony, I don't want you to be praise and worship, but you know more glory to God. Because God is all. He's in all. He's above all. He's going to work it out. But this might be what I need. In turn to give you what you need. See, that's being led by the Spirit. When you take yourself out of the equation, when you no longer matter, that's being led by the Spirit. Because that's why we were created. We were created to what? Bring God glory. It says in Isaiah, bring to me those who are called by my name. Why? Because I have created them for my glory. Now, what would I look like telling the master, telling the sculptor, I like the way you made me, but can you change this part so I can do this? That's what some of us do. We're supposed to be working the master's field, but we're telling the master what we need to do the job. I need a jet. You got fields all the way down in, Africa. I need to get there. Or, I need to be a billionaire. Man, God didn't call everybody to be a billionaire. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend or hurt your feelings, but everybody ain't called to be a billionaire. Who's going to speak to the common man? Oh, wow. Oh, God. If you become my supplier, then what happens to the source? If I'm always coming to you because you're the billionaire, then I'll turn my back on the source. And I've made what he blessed you to use for him my God. Guys, I want you to see how easy it is to become enslaved to your flesh. It's so easy to become enslaved to your flesh. It's so easy to do that 99% of the work without the Spirit. Man, the enemy might be foolish, but he ain't no fool. And he's worked it out into such a way where sometimes it's even hard to see God as God. We've made idols out of the goodness of God. But it's just, man, we ain't doing nothing different than what the Israelites did. When they were at the mountain of sin and Moses was up on the mountain, he came down, he saw all of these idols. But what were the idols? They represented the terms of the covenant between God and Abraham. They saw the calf, he saw the heifer, he saw the turtle dove and the pigeon, all things that God told Abraham to bring when he was going to pass through the pieces. Those things represented something. God's provision, long life, longevity, goodwill. And they made idols out of it, thinking they were commemorating the Lord. And God was like, I'm a person. I don't need you to commemorate the person. You can remember me, but I don't need you to commemorate anything that I do. I'm God enough to where I can keep doing it. You don't have to make a memory of it. But that's what we do. We see, somebody become a millionaire, or God, blesses you this time, and we're looking for the same thing all the time. Well, God blessed them to be a millionaire. I want the same thing. Do you know how manifold God is? Just how stupid he can make us look sometimes? God can make somebody whose salary, income, yearly, $25,000, able to put kids through school, have food on the table, clothes on their back. And somebody who's a millionaire can do the same thing, but, if somebody who's making $25,000 can do it, why do I need to be a millionaire? But it's because we're trying to commemorate an event. God is a spirit. In Revelations it says, he who has ears, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying to the church. Not said, is saying. Words are active. The Spirit's words are active. When God says something, it is. If God came in here right now, as Pastor Terry used to say, and said it's Tuesday, we late for work. It's no longer Saturday. And he didn't, violate his word. God cannot lie. Whatever he says has to be. That's why he can't lie. Not because it would make him look bad, but he doesn't have the ability to. Everything that he says is. His words are active. They move. They breathe. They cut through the hearts of man. They're sharper than any two-edged sword. Man, keep your stones in your pocket. I've learned more from the Spirit of God than a book ever taught me. And I mean this book. I've learned more by being in tune with the Spirit. The teacher taught me. The book just gave examples. The book just gave me illustrations of what the teacher had already taught me. I knew more word as a 12, 13, 14-year-old than probably many of you in here. I went to a Christian elementary school. They made you learn the Bible through rote memory. I knew all the words, no power. No power. I was void of the power source. It took the teacher saying, put that down. Let me just come and kick it with you. Can we come over here and sit down? Just talk. Can we rap? Can we chop it up? Let me tell you a little bit about me since you don't know who I am. You've heard about me from other people, but you don't know me. Being Spirit-led, I needed the Spirit. The Spirit. The Spirit is alive. He's alive. And he desires to make everything that you think you know about God flesh. Because it ain't how much words you know, it's how much words you live. I got about a minute and 30 seconds. I'm done. I would like, to be led by the Spirit, because this is what I'm feeling in my spirit. If everybody was standing right